We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. When I lime it at the beach on the town, Shirley biscuits always feel like home.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
Got itchy palms? That's a sign. Money could be coming your way with Scratch and Win from Caribbean Lottery. It's the easiest way to win instantly. No waiting, no fuss. With tickets starting from just $2 up to $20. Win over $35 million in prizes. The higher the price, the bigger the prize. So scratch today for your chance to win up to $200,000. Available at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 years and older to play.
Building supplies, electrical supplies, furniture appliances, carpets and tiles. It's the company where you can get it all. All at TDC, home and building depot. From lawn and garden, the TVs and stereos. All at TDC, home and building depot. Come on down, get what you're looking for. It's all at TDC, home and building depot.
St. Kitts, are you ready to invest with UTC GBFL?
Wait, UTC GBFL? What is that all about?
It's the UTC Global Balanced Fund Limited, your passport to investing in global markets, stocks, bonds, and opportunities worldwide, all within your reach.
So I can really start investing money?
Yes, and the best part, you can start with just 100 US or EC equivalent. Investing isn't just for the big players, it's for you. Whether you are seeking the potential to build wealth, secure your future, or chase your dreams, now is the time. Do it for you. Now, visit utcgbfl.com to get started today. UTC GBFL. Invest for tomorrow. Do it for you. An investor should consider a fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses before investing with the full knowledge that an investor may not get back the amount invested. The price of the units may increase or decrease, or that there may be circumstances where redemption of units may be suspended. This and other important information can be found in the fund's prospectus, which is available on our website, www.utcgbfl.com. The Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission has not in any way evaluated the merits of the securities offered.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Good morning to the regional and international diaspora. Good morning. How are we all doing this morning? It is the final day for Island Tea, so it is Friday, the 18th of July, 2025. Just to say happy birthday to those celebrating, congratulations and kudos to those graduating, getting back your exam results. And happy anniversary to those celebrating anniversaries today on behalf of us here at WinFM. If you're listening to me, we are on the FM dial at 98.9. Or I should say, if you're in the sound of my voice. Okay, we are being simulcast on TVC Channel 40, Facebook, and we are back on YouTube. Happy about that part. Just to remind you, if you wish to join in on the conversation or bring a pressing topic to the fore, 466-0989. Our numbers in the U.S., 1-305-921-4619 or 1-718-285-6984 or 0333-440065. For those of you in the UK, good morning. Good morning to all our other listeners in the UK as well. Thank you for tuning in as usual. Quint, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Trying to be better than yesterday, you know.
Well, you're looking better than yesterday.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm trying every day, you know. Every day gets a little better, as the song goes. Now, I want to begin this morning with a little shake-up before I get to the other stuff that may not be as nice to hear. Shall I put it that way? I see, and I know you don't, you see, I miss you not having social media, you know, because we needed to start off this morning with a little chuckle. So I'll start off with the chuckle first before I get to the West Indies and everybody blaming poor Sammy when it's not Sammy out there batting. Yeah. So this company CEO and the HR chief, so the CEO is a man, the HR chief is a woman. Apparently, they told their respective significant others, they're both married, they're going on a business trip. Now, they went to a Coldplay concert. I'm sure you're aware who Coldplay is. Yeah. And Coldplay had a kiss cam. You know, they like to put the cameras on people. And the two of them were nicely cuddled up. When she caught herself, she closed her eyes and turned away, and the CEO ducked. Listen, so they are caught cheating live on camera. Mind you, they're supposed to be on a business trip. His wife has since deleted everything off of Facebook concerning the two of them. I don't know what her husband has done, because I didn't see anything from him. But the wrongs, the memes, all these things it's making on social media, I feel for them.
I don't feel for them.
But you can't do those things. You never know, and you see how that's the whole world see that. That must be shameful. Listen,
good for
I
them.
didn't know he know how to duck. The man just end up on and if it looked like a bench table or whatever's there, and she's just like, oh no. Also, and the funny thing is, right? Both of them do not have their jewelry on.
Well, yeah, because
so she has something on her pinky finger, and his hands are clean.
Because they know what they're up to. Right? They know what they very well knew what they were up to.
But what does taking off the ring, how does it make you feel better cheating, knowing that you have to put it back on? How does taking off the ring make you feel? What's the point?
I wouldn't know because I've never been in that situation. So.
I never understand. Why do they take off the ring? And some of them have the actual mark, right?
I know when men and women are going out, they tend to take off the ring if they're thinking otherwise, and they don't want people to know they're married.
But most of them already got the mark because they wear it so much.
No, I don't. You know that, but I don't. I've never had a ring and don't intend to get one.
My mark is taking a long time to come in because I don't have it on when I'm home. Because to me, my hands feel squeezed, although they're big. Okay. And I just want to clean fast, and I don't want to worry about anything hooking, pulling off here. So I don't have it. So my mark is coming, but it's not as prominent as my husband's, as he would say, because you don't wear your ring. But outside, I wear it.
Okay. That's understandable. Yeah, because home, you're with him. Right? Yeah. So if he sees it off with you, he knows you're his wife and you're married.
I'm busy cleaning.
And he knows when you're going out, you have it on.
Of course, I'm showing off his jewelry, and I'm proud to be his.
Yes.
Yes. But
so Hozzy, you heard live
on radio.
On radio and TV.
Yeah, all over. But listen, I understood the shame in the minute, but people don't learn. We don't hear, we really don't hear, because we see other people get caught up in this cheating story, and we still end up in the same thing.
I guess people just feel it's not going to happen to me, so they do it. But that's a good one.
Everything catches up on us. Everything catches up on us. Listen, you should have seen their face. I'm going to show you their faces. I said I can't send you it because I know you're not on Facebook and you won't be able to view it. But it's making rounds. It's on all the news outlets in the U.S. And
now, for a long while, they're going to have problem. Anywhere they go, people are going to point at them and say, see the man, see the woman. Yeah.
Just like the two hosts from was it GMA? Yeah, I think it was Good Morning America. What was his name? TJ Holmes and Amy Robach?
I don't know.
They both had people, and then some PI, I think somebody had somebody watching their partner, took pictures, and then boom, the affair came out.
Okay.
So, yeah. But so that's our little laugh for the morning, people. Be mindful. Everything catches up to us. Even though we know human eyes may not see it, but we know God sees. So for those who got away with it,
Well,
count your blessings. For those who
they
didn't,
don't really care if God sees because
that's what I'm saying. And that's the thing, we don't, because we do it behind closed doors and nobody knows, right? So as I said, for those of us who got away, God was good to us. The rest of us just need to learn. Don't do that.
Well,
Don't
it's
do
not
that.
going to stop though. It's not going to.
It's not gonna. Trust me. Somebody else is gonna do it again until they get.
At this present moment, I'm sure thousands are doing it right now. It's the way of the world.
It's the way of the world.
People have different excuses. Some might say the home life isn't as it should be. All kind of different excuses.
That's why we have to be cautious, Quint, because let's say you're at home and your husband not telling you, oh, honey, your hair look good today, and you go out and people tell you that. If you're not getting that at home, if you're not confident in yourself, first thing, that's why I said, you shouldn't look for praises from the other. Just go with your vibe, go with your flow, know what you are. But I think you have to be mature for that.
Yeah.
Because if every day you go to work, this one person complimenting you and you take the compliments and you end up falling. Because women are like that. They want to be complimented. Let's say
Men
their
too.
husband.
Men too. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
How do you mean?
I didn't know that.
Look,
So
I
learned
believe
that today.
I'm sure that if a man goes to work and there's a woman who's telling him he looks good, man is gonna go to his head. Yeah. There's that thing called ego, you know. Hello, caller.
Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Greetings once more, yes. Good greetings once more in Jesus' name, the only Savior of sinners from the sins and from hell, and the second person of the eternal Trinity. Now, first of all, I would like to take attention. I have to take back something that I said yesterday. You remember when I said, you're too nice a person for anybody to hate, right? I'm going to have to take back those words. You know why I have to take them back? Jesus was the nicest person ever, and they crucified him. And
that's why I said you might be surprised.
and number two, trust me, I've come across some people with some messed up mind. And I've come across people, the nicer you be, the more they hate you.
Yeah.
Because they're thinking, oh, you play so high and tight.
And more than what you ain't, etc., etc.
And this time you're helping people, no?
Yep.
You're engaging in all kind of charitable work and so, but they hate you for it.
For no reason. As you rightfully said, if they could hate Jesus, they could hate anyone, right?
Exactly. So I said to myself, you know what? I was wrong, because a lot of people out there, the nicer you be, the more they grudge you.
You weren't wrong. You made a valuable statement, but that's why I said what I said, because I'm thinking, boy, Greg might be surprised.
But you is a very nice person, though.
Thank you.
And that cannot be taken away from you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Number two, as usual,
Greg,
I will
Greg.
Hello?
Flattery won't work, you know. She's married.
I think Greg knows that part.
No.
I think Greg knows that part.
I'm just messing with you, Greg.
Yeah, secondly, I would like to say we need to become a republic and get out the British Commonwealth as quickly as possible. The quicker, the better. Another thing, I only catch the tail end of your all discussion.
This morning?
You remember you were talking about adultery?
Yes.
Yeah, only get, so I don't know what...
Rehash it for him.
Okay, so, Greg, two people, a man and a woman, a CEO of the company and the HR assistant, told their significant others they are both married, they're going on a business trip. Now, the business trip turned out to be both of them at a Coldplay concert, hugs up, as they have... This is something about these yellow arms. They're calling it yellow arms because the gentleman has his
because he has
arms
this
around.
song Yellow. He has this song Yellow.
Yeah, so they're making all kind of memes about it, right? So they were hugs up in a Coldplay concert, right, Greg? So now the kiss cam ended up going on them. So when they saw themselves on the Jumbotron, first thing the woman do, she covered her face with both of her hands as to hide when her face is already out there. And then the gentleman, he ducked down behind a bench or a table. So, and his wife has since deleted all of her Facebook account, and I don't know what the woman's husband has done just yet. So I'm gonna stay tuned to the story. I know it's funny. I don't want to laugh at their demise, but we, as adults, we should know better. Cause
we should. But,
yeah, that reveal.
But we don't. Even when we know better, we don't act better.
Yeah, we don't do better. You're right.
Sad to say. But you know, it's very interesting because yesterday I was looking at least two videos showing signs that a man should know when his woman or his wife is cheating.
But is why them things they tell me. You married, Greg?
Well, both yes and no.
Okay, sir.
Yes
All right.
and
I won't
no.
ask anything else. Okay. Continue. Continue.
No, it's okay because it's public. It's both yes and no. And the reason why I say yes and no is because in man's court, based on the teachings of the Bible, yes, in man's court we are not married. In man's court. But where the Bible is concerned, especially if you read such passages as Romans chapter 7 and so, irrespective of what man's court says, we are still married where the Bible is concerned. And that's one of the reasons why God said, what he has put together, let no man put asunder.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I said about yes and no.
Okay, sir.
And it's more yes than no because the Bible is the ultimate authority.
It is.
So, yes. So and because of that, that's why Jesus Christ said, if you divorce and you remarry,
you're committing
adultery.
Yeah, because to me, as you rightfully say, let no man put asunder. No man can divide. Yeah, we come up with this thing called divorce, but that don't make
man court.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, but that is a very sad thing. But you know what? With all due respect, I've seen in offices, and people got to be very careful because I've seen in offices where it appears that married people, including women, do be engaging in if not adulterous, at least bordering adulterous activity in the office atmosphere. No?
Yeah. That's why I have a thing at work, and people might think I'm weird, especially of the opposite sex. Do not touch me. Talk, but do not touch me. I'm not better than anybody, but I just don't want to entertain. Because when they start touching you on your shoulder, eventually they're going to think it's okay to touch you, and I don't play that. I'm respectful of you. I treat you kindly. Treat me the same way. So my thing is don't touch me. People look at me weird. Don't touch me.
and not only that, but I would even go further and say, certain conversation.
Exactly. Don't be part of it.
Entertain
you are correct. Me too.
Yeah, because people test you that way. You know?
Exactly, to see where you're going to take it.
How far you're allowed to go.
But even if I wasn't married, when I was at Leah, I had an incident with one of my coworkers, and from that day, he knew his corner with me. Don't touch me. I don't touch you, because if your person was around, you would not touch me. You would respect. So do not touch me. I don't touch me. My mom brought me up that way. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
And she brought you up right. She brought you up right because what I'm seeing these days, especially as I just say, well, not just in office, but especially in office context, trust me, they needed that training up too.
Yeah.
But yes. But the Bible says what is done in the dark is going to come to light. So yes, you're correct. Adultery is a very wicked and evil thing. Very wicked, on both men and women side. Not just the women, but both men and women side. Adultery is a very evil and wicked thing.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. No, that's okay, Greg. I feel for them because their light was big. Whole jumbotron.
I don't feel for them.
So you don't feel for them.
Look, I'm not saying
they weren't expected to be caught that day.
I'm not saying I've never made mistakes.
Yeah.
But there's certain things I don't do. Right? And I'm a man, and I feel I'm not the average man, I don't think. If I'm in a relationship, I feel it's just that is the relationship.
Yeah, stick to it.
But I have friends, and sometimes I feel sorry for them. I have a particular friend, and he's always getting in trouble. And sometimes I'm thinking, I'm watching the poor fellow, and I'm thinking,
boy,
but he just can't seem to help himself. You know?
He can, but he don't want to.
I guess he doesn't want to.
Maybe he don't want to.
Yeah, so, and then sometimes they would say to me, boy, they don't call me Quint because people I grew up with, they would say, boy, Trevor, boy, sometimes I don't wish I was like you, you know, but they're not like me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel if you're in, and I've never been married.
Yeah.
But yet, still, if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, you keep your eyes tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And the devil, too. When he see you like that, to Quint, he put things in your way. And I know people can attest. But it's for you to be like, nah, no, I already have this commitment over here, and this is where I'm sticking to. Yeah. That's why it's, to me, and gentlemen, don't get me, I just think it's easier for a woman to stay on track than a man. Because I think men have plenty more temptations than us. We know we married, we stick into this, we want we name on the radio. Shame is for however we ain't want to be in the shame boat, right? So we stick into our thing, but some of us just don't.
Maybe one of the things that makes it easier for a man is that society seems to expect it from a man. It seems as if the society expects a man to say, because society say things like, well, he's a man.
Yeah.
You say, boy,
and I don't understand.
They say, boy, he got
why
a lot
the
of women all
preferential
over.
treatment.
He got a lot of women.
Exactly.
Say, well, yeah, the typical man,
Because a man doesn't have a name when he's being promiscuous,
yes,
but a woman does.
Yeah.
And the unfairness is just not right.
Yeah.
But people stay on the straight and narrow. You see women in the Bible that stayed on the straight and narrow and they end up with the best. So we can stay on the straight and narrow too. Yeah. And as I said, take the compliments, but we have, as you rightfully say, Quint, we have to cut the conversations where they need to cut, and we have to not entertain the touchy-feely situations, knowing even as a single person, just don't.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to continue this a little bit because I think it's a good conversation to have. So let's take this break.
Found the sound 98.9 Win FM.
Carifesta is the whole region looking good, and the whole road is rerun with. It's in the way we walk, it's the way we talk, it's the way we move. We ready for the world, and when we step out and pose just so, it's pure style and fashion. Look away! Come for Carifesta 15 in Barbados. Book your stay now at visitbarbados.org/Carifesta.
Buster! We run things are run we. Buster! Buster! Living color, do it differently. Buster! Buster! Large and in charge, like for the party. Buster! Buster! We set the pace, then everybody follow it.
7 flavors, best taste. Buster! Bolder, better, better. Pick your color.
We set the pace, then everybody follow it.
Buster! Live in full color.
Buster!
I ain't got no hurricane safety tips now. Well, Skellek got, and together we can weather the storm. So, check this. Prepare for power outages. Charge devices before a storm strikes. Develop a plan in the event that electricity goes. Learn where and how to shut off your home's electricity. Ensure that there are no trees in the lines near you. If you are experiencing low voltage, turn off the main switch in your home. Do not touch wet appliances. Be sure to stay tuned to Skellek's Facebook page and website for updates about the outages and restoration. For emergencies, our contact numbers are 465-2013, 661-2013, and 600. I repeat, 465-2013, 661-2013, and 600. Remember, with Skellek's hurricane safety tips, together we can weather the storm.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on Win Media 98.9.
And we're back on Island Tea, and Quint, you said we were going to continue, so you have a point that you want to bring to the fore concerning that?
I was saying, like I said, I'm not perfect, and marriage
None of us are.
Though I've never been married, I know life is not a perfect thing.
Not at
all. So people are going to have their ups and downs. But people must understand that when you get married, it's a commitment.
A lifelong one.
It's like you've signed a contract, and it's like you're supposed to go through the ups and downs and find ways to deal with them.
Yeah.
But what I find happening, though, is that whenever the road gets bumpy, people look for the easiest way out. Like, okay, I'm going through some internal problems. She's not looking at me. I'm not getting sex as I used to or whatever. And there's someone hitting on me out there, and I go for the easiest way. Like, okay, I'm going to appease me. But it has repercussions. What if these individuals have a family now, if they have children? You understand how those children are going to feel when they see their mama or their dad exposed in that way, and they read these things being said about their mother and father. Children are going to heckle them. You understand? So
children are going to heckle. The children might be disappointed and upset. Like, why did you have to do that? Why you have to break up the home?
But what I mean is, other children are going to heckle them.
Their children.
And
Look,
say,
your mom and dad got caught on.
So,
oh boy.
So you got to be very, very, very careful. Yeah. But I disagree with Greg, and perhaps you though, when it comes to, because you're along the Christian faith, I'm not. I believe if you're in a marriage and you've tried everything and it's not working, I believe you should get out. I know of marriages where, I know when I was a young boy in the Virgin Islands, there was these St. Lucian man and woman. I didn't know the man much, but I knew the woman because she would, whenever they had their domestic problems, she would come down to my mother for rescue or so forth. And as a young boy, you know, you're attracted to older women because you're envisioning in your mind how you would like your woman to look when you grow up and blah, blah, blah. And she was a beautiful black woman with a beautiful afro. And I used to watch her and think to myself, wow, if I was a man and she was my wife, I wouldn't be beating her up like that. And my mother would tell her, find a way to get away from him.
Yeah,
if it mean. And you know, one day we were down there, and then some neighbors came down, and they said, calling my mother, and they said, you know what happened? He just killed her.
Oh boy.
So wouldn't it have been best for her to come out of that marriage rather than staying in it, and she wound up dead?
It would have, but I think I don't condone her taking the licks and whatever, because it can lead to that. And I've seen a lot of domestic abuse in my own country, especially, and in that murder. And a lot of it has to do, I'm not saying the black race, but a lot of it has to do with the Indian race, where the men are either burning the women, stabbing them, etc., etc. So, and they stay. Why they stay, I don't know. I understand that part, because I'm not going to take any licks from anybody.
I think it's part of their culture too, that
you stay and take licks?
Well, not that you don't stay and take licks, but their culture kind of spurns. They seem to have this, with a partner for life thing, you know.
But that's the whole point to getting together. Well, if you have to separate. But I don't think you should break your marriage. Just separate and stay by yourself, because getting married again whilst your partner is alive.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. Here's this woman. She's trying her best, and he, because she's beautiful and he's insecure, if he goes somewhere and he sees her and someone says, you know, I saw her in such and such a place, he come home, mind, they didn't say they see her with somebody, but I saw him, and he comes home with his insecure self and he says, you were in such and such a place, and why were you doing there and there and blah, 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 and he starts beating up on her, you understand? And let's say, using a hypothetical, she decides, you know what, I don't deserve this, and she decides to move away. Why should she suffer for the rest of her life for his stupidity and his insecurity? Why shouldn't she be able to go on out and find somebody? We have a caller. Let the caller come in.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Hey, good morning to you all.
Yeah.
It comes down to society.
Yeah.
Different expectations for the male.
Yes.
Yeah.
Compared to the female.
You're so right.
All right? Yeah. It is society. If a society will hold the males, train them to be accountable and responsible for their actions, a lot of these things will not happen.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, the burden for a female in a relationship, let's say marital relationship, is huge.
Yep.
Huge, right? And in a lot of instances, a lot of people feel like it is the woman's duty to fix a broken man.
Yeah.
Okay? Look at how the girls were raised compared to the males back then. Oh, you keep the girls in the house. Close your legs.
Yeah.
Sit like a lady. You
but
know,
the boys
don't
run
do this,
wild.
don't do that. And the guys, they are allowed to run free and do as they like. Oh, boys will be boys.
Yep.
And we hear songs
so
like...
in a lot of instances, they did not get the proper home training or upbringing. The girls, they are taught to wash dishes, clean the house, learn to cook. Because when you get older, you know you have to do this, you know, to be a mother, to be a wife, etc.
Yeah.
The boys, they don't teach them anything. They don't teach them anything. You see? So except to be a liability to somebody else.
Yep.
And the society,
And
like, for
then-
instance, there are songs, we hear songs in society like, I'm going to leg on my rooster, so make sure you tie your hen. You know?
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
Right? And so when they get into the relationship now, the woman is now expected to fix him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anything happens in there, even though he is the one who brings it to that relationship, society looks at it as though it is the woman's fault.
Yeah.
Or it has to be something that she ain't doing in her relationship.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
you-
he has
you
to
hear-
go out and
you
look
hear
for
that
another
a-
woman.
you hear that
Or
a
it has
lot.
to be something that she ain't doing.
Exactly.
That's why you see he is this and he is that. Right? So everything. So if it's the man's fault, it's the woman. Everything is the woman. But if the woman goes out and stands up and speaks to another man, mark you, maybe the man is just asking her for directions, you know.
Yeah.
Problems.
And then it's a whole hullabaloo.
Yeah.
Oh, she is a this and she is a that. Whether she's married or single, they don't know what the conversation is all about. But then all of these, and listen, the worst culprits against women is women.
Oh boy.
That's a fact.
Because your friends
In
will
these kind
encourage
of
you to
things,
do
the
wrong.
worst culprits against women
Yep.
is women.
Yep.
You understand? And some of them look at it as though when things happen and a woman has to leave the relationship as though some sin has committed.
Yeah.
If she has to come out, she has to come out.
But if
And
you come
what
out, you're
bugs
supposed to
me
remain
is
single.
that-
What do you think of that?
Sorry?
When you come out, you're supposed to remain single once your ex-mate is alive. What do you think about that? Should the woman, as
No, that
Queen
is
says, suffer?
society expectations. That's societal expectations.
But the Bible
So
says it.
why should she remain single, but the man is free to go and take?
He
as
ain't
many
free to
women
go and take either. He
anytime
need to
that he
remain
wants?
single too. He
But-
not free.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Show me the
Society
instance where
doesn't
the man
expect him
does.
to.
You're right.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, even if a wife lost her husband and she's very young, she was expected to remain like that.
Yeah.
But the Bible says she can marry
No.
because he's gone.
But they don't care. They don't care. That is their measure of what they call it there, a decent woman. Even look at your children, even the children, especially the sons. Okay, if something happens, let's say the father, their father has passed on. You know, the sons especially have a problem with their mother having somebody else. I mean, she's young and vibrant. She has feelings. Did the
Yeah.
Creator make her that way?
Yes. Yeah.
Why would the son want to deprive his mother of having somebody?
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yes. I know. I'm
He
well
can't
aware.
expect her to be with him. So I really don't understand a lot of these things. But
And because of
the,
what?
the thing that gets to me is that we say we are a Christian society and we follow the Bible. But at the same time, these same Christians, they're going contrary to what the Bible says, you know. Because the Bible speaks of separation. If two of them cannot agree, separate. But he says, during that time that you are separate, work out your differences
Yep.
and try to see if you can come together again.
Yeah.
Before this devil, you leave yourself open to be tempted by the devil.
Yeah.
The Bible speaks about separation.
Yeah.
And the way that society has adultery, that's not how the Bible has it. That's not how the Bible explains it, you know. In the Old Testament, the Bible explains that if for whatever reason the husband has to put away the wife, and it says that another man comes and take that woman to be his wife, that woman that is now his ex-wife, and he takes her to be his wife. The Bible states if the man puts her, that same woman, away, the Bible says that that first man should not go back and take her to be wife. otherwise adultery is committed. That's the explanation in the Old Testament.
Yeah, but
That's the explanation.
But conveniently, people pick out what they want and indoctrinate people the way they want them to be indoctrinated.
Well, to be honest, right? I heard of, well, someone told me of this situation that they had this wife that was in an abusive relationship, and they were all in the church. I guess the man has his position in the church, she's in the church, and so on. And then, you know, in all relationships and so on, it's the woman who covers a lot of the faults for the man.
Yes.
Right? Because she's a wife, she goes out, she keeps an impression up that everything is all right. When she's suffering inside there, she's going to hell, right? Maybe she was taught, maybe she wasn't taught to keep everything on the down low. Don't let anybody know what is happening in your relationship. And so she suffers. And on the outside, people say, oh, wow, that's a lovely relationship. But you don't know what's happening behind closed doors. And in public, somebody might see a wife might open up her mouth and her husband and might feel, oh, she's so disrespectful. I could only imagine how she's treating him behind closed doors. No, maybe behind closed doors they have the best relationship. You see? So we don't know. So it's best to keep our mouth out. But anyway, let me continue. And that man was beating her terribly. And it reached to the point where she couldn't take it anymore. And so she went to the pastor of the church and was complaining about, you know. And the pastor said, well, oh, you know, you are a wife. Remember, you are married, and it's for better, for worse. And for better, for worse is not in the Bible. This is man-made. It is not in the Bible. For better, for worse, and it's your duty to do what you have to do. And, you know, as a Christian woman, you put that before God and you go and you pray. Go and pray about it. Okay? And this is what happened and so on. And it got worse and it got worse. And she keep on complaining. Right? Now, when persons in society got wind of it, they started speaking the same way like the pastor is speaking. Oh, you're a married woman. Where you want to leave your husband for? Well, you know, the relationship is perfect and whatsoever and whatever. Anyways, she felt compelled to go back based on what they were saying. She did not. She knew that she shouldn't. I mean, she had left and she knew that she shouldn't. But because of the pastor and all of that, she went back because she felt like the pastor was speaking. And so the pastor's words were the mouth of God. And the words were the words spoken by God. So she went back. And the next time she came out of the house, she came out in a body bag.
Oh, boy.
You know what the same people start? You still there? You listening?
Yes, we're listening.
Yeah. You know what the same people did when she died? Oh.
She should have left.
Well, he killed her for true. And, you know, they said, but somebody said, reminded them, but you see, when the lady was crying out and so on, he said, it's you all who told her to go back. So the people say, well, we tell her to go back, but she not had to go back. Yeah. She know what she was going through, and she not had to go back. Yeah. But these guys now were pressuring them and said, but it's all you send her back to her. That, well, she not had to listen to us.
Yeah,
that's listen to what
look,
we
we've heard that. We've heard that so many times and in so many instances. You know, yeah.
You see, listen, right? I know, it's difficult. Because when persons start speaking and things and so on, and especially when they speak things that they know they don't know.
Yeah.
It's not easy for persons, right? It's not easy.
Anyway, caller, we want to take a commercial break. So.
Okay, no problem. If there's anything, I will call back. But
okay, yeah.
This call is very passionate, and I like that.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Here are your Horsford's Value Mart IGA specials.
Roman, July 10th to July 23rd.
Now, our Value Club Blue Tax specials. Essential everyday mayonnaise, just $17.99. Multi-meal bagged cereals, $17.99. Morning Star meatless entrees, just $20.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Waffles, $9.99. Essential Everyday White Vinegar, $14.99. Essential Everyday Freezer Bags, just $8.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. Essential Everyday Barbecue Sauce, $7.99. Post-grade grain cereals, $18.99. Terra Exotic Chips, $15.99. White Wing Shampoo and Conditioner, $5.49. The Colgate Toothpaste, $7.99. Dawn Dish Liquid Detergent, $12.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Man, tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart.
Save your quarters and save your dollars. You could just protect.
Parents and guardians, it's time to secure your child's success. Enroll them in Aspire and unlock amazing benefits. $500 in cash savings, $500 in investment shares, and life-changing financial education to teach budgeting, saving, and investing. Don't wait. Sign up your child or ward for Aspire today and give them the tools to achieve greatness. Visit aspire.gov.kn for more information.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be. It's the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. When I lime it at the beach on the town, Shirley biscuits always feel like home.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be. It's the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
St. Kitts and Nevis, it's time to celebrate! We're raising our glasses and saying cheers to 20 years as your trusted telecommunications provider. And because we love our amazing customers, we're giving you the chance to win! Every week, we've got exciting prizes just for you. And that's not all. Step into a cash vault for a shot at $2,000 in cash. To qualify, switch to Digicel, activate a 3-day plan or higher. Pay your bill in full. Sign up for postpaid or a new Digicel Plus internet package. Stay connected, keep enjoying the best service, and get ready to win. 20 years strong, and we're just getting started. Visit a Digicel retail store today.
Are you dreaming of a brighter future? The answer is right beneath your feet. Buying land is a wise investment. You can build a home, hold it as collateral, or pass it on to your children. And with CIBC Caribbean, buying land is a bold move you can make right now. CIBC Caribbean is giving you US $250 towards your valuation cost and 50% off your loan application fee. Visit CIBCCaribbean.com for more details. CIBC Caribbean terms and conditions apply.
From the time that you taste it, man, you know that it's greatness. Some ice in your cup, tell your friends link up. You know that we liming. Signal the bartender. No, we don't need chaser. But if you want, it could mix with anything. We drinking Stones ginger wine, the original ginger wine. We drinking a Lagose. Stones ginger wine. Greatness is forever.
Save your quarters and save your dollars. You could just protect.
Parents and guardians, it's time to secure your child's success. Enroll them in Aspire and unlock amazing benefits. $500 in cash savings, $500 in investment shares, and life-changing financial education to teach budgeting, saving, and investing. Don't wait. Sign up your child or ward for Aspire today and give them the tools to achieve greatness. Visit aspire.gov.kn for more information.
When can I open my eyes?
Not yet. Okay, open. Do you see what I see?
It just looks like land to me.
It's our land, son. A wise investment that will grow with you.
Invest in land with CIBC Caribbean and we'll give you US $250 towards your valuation cost and 50% off your loan application fee. With CIBC Caribbean land financing, you can choose to build, hold, or pass on to your children. Visit CIBCCaribbean.com to learn more. Conditions apply.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on Win Media 98.9.
And just to close out what we were talking about, just remember to do right by each other. And if it doesn't serve you, you do what's best for you. Listen to your voice and that of the Lord. And as we continue in the sad vein, I hate to go on the sad side, but I see Judge charged with murder, that's the last name of someone, in the brutal slaying of 15-year-old Johnny Like Romney. I know we have not spoken of her for some time, but I was waiting for this to continue the conversation. And according to the autopsy, so he was charged yesterday, and according to the autopsy, she was stabbed, brutally stabbed. So I could only imagine her last moments as she fought for her life.
But why did he do that, and how did they come to the conclusion that it was him?
Well, he already didn't he how should I say it? According to the news, didn't he say he had something to do with the kidnapping, etc., etc.?
I don't know. I wasn't.
Because those were the first two charges he had: the kidnapping and what did it say? False imprisonment, like holding someone against.
Was he residing in the proximity of the place where she was? I'm trying.
He's from Date Bay. Okay, let me read what's happening here.
Oh, I'm following. Now you say judge. You mean that's the name of the person?
That's what I said, the name of a person.
Okay,
yeah.
Because I was thinking a judge.
No, not like innocent. No.
Yeah, that's what had me.
No, that's what I said. Yeah.
Okay.
So in a shocking development that has rocked the Federation, 64-year-old Selwyn Judge Pringle of Date Bay has officially been charged with the heinous murder of 15-year-old Johnny Like Romney, bringing a horrifying chapter in St. Kitts crime history one step closer to justice. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force laid the murder charge on July the 17th, 2025. Exactly 1 month after the teen girl was last seen alive. Pringle, already charged with kidnapping and false imprisonment on June 26, is now at the center of a grisly homicide case that has sparked nationwide outrage, protests, and soul-searching. For those of you wishing to read this article, it's on Caribbean Times. It says a post-mortem examination conducted by forensic pathologist Dr. Shanidel Norford Harry with assistance from Dr. Adrian Nunes Quintana and Dr. Nordica Phillip confirmed the worst fears of a grieving nation. Johnny Like died from multiple stab wounds, a clear sign of the savage brutality she endured in her final moments. Pringle was formally charged at the Bastille police station shortly after the autopsy findings were revealed, ending weeks of mounting speculation, emotional appeals from the public, and demands for accountability. Johnny Like Romney, a bright and promising teen from New Guinea, vanished under suspicious circumstances on June 16th. Her disappearance triggered an intense island-wide search and an avalanche of concerns from citizens demanding more decisive action against gender-based violence and youth targeting. The murder charge now sets the stage for what promises to be one of the most closely watched trials in the history of the Federation, as the people of St. Kitts and Nevis demand answers and justice.
You know, this brings to mind something that a few people have been saying, and others have been saying otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
I think, again, like I'm reminded of this statement that Sylvie made yesterday when she said, the fact that I keep going back to, saying colonial is kind of irritating to her. But we keep following the colonizers in every aspect. We used to do certain things that they imposed upon us, and then when they felt it was convenient for them, they changed things, and we follow them and change. We used to have hanging. I believe, as gruesome as it may sound, I believe that if you do these gruesome things and you know that you're going to pay the ultimate penalty of losing your life, as opposed to going there and being fed on taxpayers' dollars for the rest of your life, and X amount of individuals piling up over a period and putting a big burden to feed them for the rest of their lives, when you have these heinous crimes and they can be proven, give them capital punishment. Let people now who are contemplating doing these heinous things know in the back of their head that this is the likely outcome. You can't be patting people on the wrist and letting people get away with these heinous. Look, from the moment we in the Caribbean decided we were going to do away with capital punishment, murder has been on the rise.
But even with capital punishment in some places, people still murder people.
People still murder people, but it never used to be like this. Okay. You see, people, these are the things that irritates me. People are going to say, like what you just said, oh, but even with capital punishment, people still murdered, yes, but not at that rate.
But I'm not saying not to do it, I'm just saying it's like they're not afraid. Because we see, as we constantly say here, people don't hear.
So if you're not afraid, then don't be afraid to get your neck popped, as Carl Brown would say, okay? Right. You're not afraid to go and take and snub out the life of a young potential young woman, then don't be afraid to go and face the gallows. Yeah. We have no sympathy for you whatsoever. You see, look, and you know what annoys me, why I keep saying we follow the colonialist ways? These look at their history. They used to hang us for nothing.
That's true.
They used to hang us simply because we were black and we existed and we wanted freedom. They hung us for that. And now they have the audacity to tell us that when you commit a crime, a heinous crime, don't do it, because they say Almighty with a history of maiming and killing and raping and all of that, and we're following them. And then you're telling me that you're irritated because I keep saying that we follow our colonialist masters? Mm-hmm. Look at ganja. How many young men they incarcerated for years for free will, the free will of taking up a spliff and smoking it. And our stupid politicians followed them and destroyed a lot of young men's lives. And then when it was convenient for them now, they find out, oh, well, ganja has some good purposes now. When Peter Tosh has been saying that all the time, look back at a documentary of Peter Tosh and look at I've seen where Peter Tosh, you see some gashes in his head where police beat him within an inch of his life simply because he said the weed is supposed to be free. We're supposed to use it. I never use weed. People see me with locks. You think I use weed? I know, but I feel people have the right to do it. But you said it is wrong, and now you're telling us it is right for a man to go with a man. You understand? When you said it was wrong yesterday, but now you say it's right, and we're supposed to follow you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get me passionate about these. Hello, caller.
Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T.
Hello, caller.
Good morning, my master Quint. Good morning, Sister Cotentia.
Morning.
And to all the listeners, this is Winston, welcome. And I always stand behind what I said. And like Quint said, I'm blunt. Well, I'm going to be blunt. And Quint, based on this murder rising, I believe the capital punishment should be brought back, because it will be a deterrent when someone have a knife or a gun. Before they pull the trigger or push that knife into someone else, they will have a flash. Well, I'm going to get hanged or something or such. And I believe that we should bring that back, because to kill an innocent person or to have a time not to pull a trigger or stab someone, and you do it, that is premeditated, because you know what would be the consequences. So I will support you on that, and I will affirm your perspective. We should bring back the capital punishment. And even if it's my brother who done such thing, he face it. And if I do it, I face it too. So I'm not going to say, I'm not going to be for against it. And if I commit it, I cry not to. All of us are in this thing together. And I think the capital punishment should come back. Okay?
Yeah. We have
I-
hold a second. We have another caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah. Hello, good morning. Peace to peace over nation.
Yeah.
I just like to comment because I'm a listener. I just want to make one correction. Hi, good morning. I just want to make bring some clarity. Hanging is still in our books, so do not say that is not there. It is still there. It is just that what it was saying when it relates to us. Hanging shouldn't be the number one or the ultimate sentence because it used to be from the time you've been charged for murder, only one thing will happen, which will be hanging. But they're saying it shouldn't be the first thing; it should be other things. So just to bring some clarity. That
Yeah,
it
but
is not removed,
caller,
it's
but
still there.
caller, I hear you. But it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be the second thing, the third thing, the fourth thing, the fifth thing, the 1,000th thing. It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't.
I know.
Okay.
I know, but what I'm saying, I don't want the people in our nations to believe it has been removed. It goes according to steps based on the judges, not really the politicians. It's based on the persons who pass down sentences. And the people in parliament do not do that. That's why they have judges. The judges are responsible for that. So I just call him to bring some clarity and understanding so persons do not blame necessarily the lawmakers, which are the elected persons in parliament.
Did I blame anyone? I said it. I said it. We have moved the vein of not bringing capital.
But you mentioned
Okay.
our politicians.
If
so
I
I'm
if
saying-
I said
I'm
that,
just saying, I'm just bringing clarity.
okay. If I
I'm just
said
bringing
that,
clarity.
I stand corrected. Okay. So
Right,
I
so
might
now-
have said it.
so
I
my-
might have
my
said it in my
suggestion is just
passion.
to-
In my passion, I might have said it. So, yeah.
Right, so I'm just saying that let us just look at the fact that the law it is what it is until it is changed. And therefore, we should recognize that society dictates certain things. And this is the other thing that a lot of people fail to forget. I mean, fail to understand and remember. Is that based on society, certain laws are implemented. So, even though you might want to blame the legislature, which is the elected persons in parliament, they introduce laws based on what society feels should or shouldn't be. Believe it or not. So we have to really look at then it is society. What is happening sometimes is a reflection of society.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you on that because I'm surmising that you're saying because for a period we have not implemented it and society doesn't seem to have a problem with it, is like society is saying, okay, we sanction the fact that capital punishment should not be used. So yes, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, so thank you very much for listening to me. So I just wanted to make that clear. So God bless St. Nevis, God bless constituency, and God bless us all, and peace to our beloved nation.
Yes, yes. Mr. Welcome, you may continue.
Yeah. You know, I will stop there. I'll let someone else come in. I was just giving my contribution on that part of capital punishment.
Yeah, yeah.
So I will move on and listen for something else.
Yeah. You know, some people feel, and perhaps like the other caller said, maybe a lot of people in society feel like if you say, you know, you should make sure that capital punishment is executed on people who commit these heinous crimes, like you lack empathy, you lack feeling for humanity. But let me ask you the question. So we're supposed to have more empathy and more feeling for those who commit heinous crimes than the victim or the families of the victims who have to now suffer the loss of their loved ones. So we're supposed to push aside empathy and feeling for those families and for the victim and put sympathy on the shoulders of the ones who commit these heinous. I mean, come on, man. I'm not going to do that. Hello, caller.
Yes. Me again. Now, the death penalty should be done publicly. And the Bible let you know when justice is not executed swiftly, the people go hard. So those are two things the Bible tells us that we need to follow. Now, but I would like to go back on something. Now, concerning the topic we were speaking before. Now, yes, it is that first of all, what I was speaking of, everything I mentioned in my first call was pertaining to when two people are professing to be Christians. Because Jesus Christ only, in the gospel, he only spoke to marriages between two believers. Paul let you know that in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 12. That is why when Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 12, I am now speaking to the rest, I, not the Lord. It is not like some people who are misinterpreting it to say that Paul is giving his opinion, including one female caller who normally says that Paul was giving his own opinion. That was not Paul was saying. Paul was saying that what I'm going to address now with a believer and an unbeliever married, that this was never addressed by Christ, but by the Holy Spirit, I'm now going to address this matter. So when Jesus spoke here, he spoke of two married people who were believers or professed to be believers. But in Deuteronomy, when Moses said, if you find anything unclean in your wife, you are permitted to divorce her. And if she remarry and that husband dies, she cannot go back to she first husband. Jesus Christ said, yes, that was so during Moses' time because Moses allowed it because of the hardness of your heart. But it was not so in the beginning. And now, it's not going to be so again. Because now, what the Lord put together, let no man put asunder. So that was for Moses' time. It was not so before his time, and it's not so now during this new covenant time that I'm about to usher in.
And Greg, this is where I keep having issues with not only you but people who tout this kind of thing, because it's a matter of convenience where here it's right, then there it's wrong, then back here it's right again because this is the way we're going to do it from now on. I mean, come on. You say that the Almighty Creator is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And yet still I keep seeing changes, and I can only come to one conclusion, that if the Creator is yet the same yesterday, today, and forever, these changes are coming from man.
No, when it says the Creator is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, he's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. In his nature, in his attributes.
You see these kind of
his dealings with us.
You see these kind of nonsense. So you're saying repeat that again.
No, yes. When the Bible said that God, the Creator, the Almighty Creator, is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, that means in his nature, in his attributes, he is always the same and will never change, and he is what they call immutable, unchangeable. But in his dealings with us, his dealings does change. For example,
but if his dealings change, then it means that there are changes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's in a spiritual form or it's in a physical form when he's dealing with humanity. It's the same entity, and that means there have been changes. So don't come. Look, you're not speaking to ignorant people who are just gullible, who are just going to come and just accept, and you say God said this, and they accept it, right? You're dealing with people who have a capacity to think and analyze for themselves, not like way back when a lot of individuals were unenlightened. Okay, so those who want to just take what you say and just run with it, then. But for rational thinking people, when you say Jesus or God is the same yesterday, today, forever in his spiritual form, but when he's dealing
in his nature. In his nature.
And when you say in his nature, what? And when you say in his nature, what do you mean?
In other words, he is always almighty. He is always eternal. He is always holy. He is always righteous. He's always loving. He's always
But that doesn't.
everything that pertains to his attributes. All powerful.
But that does not explain, Greg, his nature or his attribute. I ask you what you mean when you say his nature.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That is his nature. His nature is his attributes. His loving kindness, his grace, his almightiness, his eternalness. All these things are his nature.
Okay,
that is why
okay,
he is God.
okay,
But his dealings are different.
okay, Greg. So my nature is to go out and murder people because it's part of my makeup. Okay, it's part of my makeup. So what makes it any different when I go and I'm dealing with in the proximity of children? Why people feel that my nature is going to change?
Why people feel that why people feel
Because-
that your nature is going to change?
Because what you are saying is that it is inherent within the individual. It is part of who they are. It is part of their DNA. It's part of their composition. You're saying, and you said that is what makes up the creator. So then, why would the creator then change what is inherent to him? What is his makeup when he's dealing with people in the physical? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense.
Yes, his dealings reflect his nature. His dealings are not his nature. His dealings
You see the
emanate
nonsense?
from his nature.
You see the nonsense? You see the
His
nonsense?
dealings emanate from his nature. His dealings are not his nature. How he deals with us is not his nature, but it comes and proceeds.
But it does
from
not.
his
But what
nature.
you're saying, Greg, does not make any sense. And
Why not?
for us not going around, because you said that his nature is that he is always almighty. He's always powerful. He's always good doing. He's always perfect. But then you're now saying that it is not in his nature to do and be the way he is at a particular time. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it is part of his nature during the different times of human history to deal with mankind differently as he revealed more and more knowledge to man. For example, at one time, animal sacrifice was what was commanded by him. No.
It was Greg, what I'm saying, it was never commanded by the creator. Is men putting them things. That's what I'm saying. Anyway.
He used men to write them things. He used his holy men to write them things.
Yeah, that is what you've been telling people, and gullible people take it up and run with it.
That is what the Bible says, Quint. All scriptures are breathed out by God.
Unlike you, and perhaps maybe Cartensia, I do not take everything from the Bible as right.
Yes,
there are
we
certain
understand
things.
that.
There are certain things in the Bible that I know are right and moral and should be upheld, but there are other things in the Bible that I don't care for. And I feel
yes, we know that's your position, Quint. We know that is your position. But we are saying, true Christians are saying, as for us, the Bible is our ultimate authority. And so we therefore accept all of it. We don't pick and choose. And we are also saying that you cannot know the difference between right and wrong without the Bible.
But all
you
of
cannot
it,
know that such exists.
But all of it should make sense. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with you saying I as a Christian I should accept so and so. But I'm saying it should make sense. And this is why
to Christians it makes sense.
And this is why I said yesterday, this thing about blood is a problem. Too much blood shedding. Look, you die, you got to be washed under the blood. You go for communion, you're drinking the blood and you're eating the flesh. Everything is about blood. This is why in the world, we look at what is happening in Palestine and the rest of the world is silent on it. You know why? Because it's what they feel is justified, because for them, when it's convenient, but bloodletting is right. And I'm saying...
What I'm saying is, to true Christians, it makes perfect sense because
yeah.
our eyes are open to the truth of the Bible.
Yeah.
For example, in the theory of relativity, to the normal man, a lot of things wouldn't make sense to him.
But it is, but Greg, Greg, it is a theory. It is a theory. It is not a fact.
It makes sense to them who understand it. That's what I'm saying.
And theories have been changed. You have one theory, but this isn't but theories come from man and man's speculation and man's assumption and man's calculation. I'm saying you cannot put man on the level of the Creator. When you put the Creator now, you're saying the Creator is all powerful, all loving, all everything, and yet still you have things in there say, going out there and slaughter a nation, and when you finish killing all the people, even kill the dogs and the cat. It's in the Bible.
Yes, and whatever come from God is loving because God and right. Whatever come from God is loving.
Anyway.
And he's right. He's loving to his people.
Anyway.
He's being loving to his people.
So he's loving by you slaughter all the people, and then and then years later when we hear that that is what the mafia does, you say, boy, the mafia, they're so vicious, they're so murderous.
They have the permission of God to do it.
Oh, okay. I'm going to
Anything
take.
that come from God is loving, right, proper, everything.
That is what
come from God.
That is why the Jews. That is why I'm saying. That is why the Jews feel that they are justified in slaughtering a whole set of people.
But it does not come from God. That does not come from God.
But who is you to
the devil?
But who is you to determine that, Greg?
Because it is contrary to the Bible. Because we are under a better covenant to them.
Anyway, I'm going to take a bit. I'm going to take a bit of a commercial break, and like I said, we never get anywhere. We're going to go on in circles. You make your point, I make my point. All I want is for people to listen and to rationalize and come to their own conclusion. Okay? Don't be swayed by what I say. Don't be swayed by what Greg says unless you feel it makes some sense to you. Okay? We'll take that bit of a commercial break.
We're different. We're
TDC
98.9.
supposedly coming at 9.
Win FM.
I ain't got no hurricane safety tips now. Well, Skellek got, and together we can weather the storm. So, check this. Prepare for power outages. Charge devices before a storm strikes. Develop a plan in the event that electricity goes. Learn where and how to shut off your home's electricity. Ensure that there are no trees in the lines near you. If you are experiencing low voltage, turn off the main switch in your home. Do not touch wet appliances. Be sure to stay tuned to Skellek's Facebook page and website for updates about the outages and restoration. For emergencies, our contact numbers are 465-2013, 661-2013, and 600. I repeat, 465-2013, 661-2013, and 600. Remember, with Skellek's hurricane safety tips, together we can weather the storm.
St. Kitts, are you ready to invest with UTC GBFL?
Wait, UTC GBFL? What is that all about?
It's the UTC Global Balanced Fund Limited, your passport to investing in global markets, stocks, bonds, and opportunities worldwide, all within your reach.
So I can really start investing money?
Yes, and the best part, you can start with just 100 US or EC equivalent. Investing isn't just for the big players, it's for you. Whether you are seeking the potential to build wealth, secure your future, or chase your dreams, now is the time. Do it for you. Now, visit utcgbfl.com to get started today. UTC GBFL. Invest for tomorrow. Do it for you. An investor should consider a fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses before investing with the full knowledge that an investor may not get back the amount invested. The price of the units may increase or decrease, or that there may be circumstances where redemption of units may be suspended. This and other important information can be found in the fund's prospectus, which is available on our website, www.utcgbfl.com. The Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission has not in any way evaluated the merits of the securities offered.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Got itchy palms? That's a sign money could be coming your way with Scratch and Win from Caribbean Lottery. It's the easiest way to win instantly. No waiting, no fuss. With tickets starting from just $2 up to $20. Win over $35 million in prizes. The higher the price, the bigger the prize. So scratch today for your chance to win up to $200,000. Available at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 years and older to play.
St. Kitts and Nevis, time to get charged up for the Fuller Energy Home Series. West Indies is back at Warner Park as they take on Australia in 3 action-packed T20 Internationals, July 25th, 26th, and 28th at 7 p.m. So round up your crew, bring your flags, and come to rally with the men in maroon. Get your tickets now at westindiescricket.com. Physical tickets would be available at the Oval Box office from July 21st.
Carifesta is the whole region looking good, and the whole road is rerun with. It's in the way we walk, it's the way we talk, it's the way we move. We ready for the world, and when we step out and pose just so, it's pure style and fashion. Look away! Come for Carifesta 15 in Barbados. Book your stay now at visitbarbados.org/Carifesta.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. When I lime it at the beach on the town, Shirley biscuits always feel like home.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
When can I open my eyes?
Not yet. Okay, open. Do you see what I see?
It just looks like land to me.
It's our land, son. A wise investment that will grow with you.
Invest in land with CIBC Caribbean and we'll give you US $250 towards your valuation cost and 50% off your loan application fee. With CIBC Caribbean land financing, you can choose to build, hold, or pass on to your children. Visit CIBCCaribbean.com to learn more. Conditions apply.
Got itchy palms? That's a sign money could be coming your way with Scratch and Win from Caribbean Lottery. It's the easiest way to win instantly. No waiting, no fuss. With tickets starting from just $2 up to $20. Win over $35 million in prizes. The higher the price, the bigger the prize. So scratch today for your chance to win up to $200,000. Available at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 years and older to play.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on Win Media 98.9.
And we are back on Island Tea, and we know a nation's wealth is its health. And I see that St. Kitts ranks within the top 5 in the Caribbean in NCD mortality rates. And that's not good.
Break down that for me.
Yeah.
NCD, what?
Non-communicable diseases.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm waiting for it to load up here. It's taking a minute. It's taking a minute.
Hello, caller.
You have a caller?
Yeah.
Okay, caller, go ahead. You're live on Island Tea.
Do you mind me referring to you as Quint?
Yes, no problem.
Okay. Just allow me to indulge you for a few seconds. I don't really want to go through this back and forth and so on, but I like your position where you talk with the Bible and God, and what you just said. I agree with you wholeheartedly, because this is where the contradiction comes in. I too, and I had to move away. Because I too, with the book, I will not discard it entirely.
Yes.
But there are certain things that just don't add up. And if we realize it is a King James Version translation, right?
Yes.
So I am not going to say that the book is false entirely, but my thing is the source of it, the original source.
Caller, Sorry to interject, but we were due chat with TDC, and they're here now, I'm told. So unfortunately, but call back as soon as that interview is finished.
Yes. Because I will come back to that
Okay.
thing and description. Okay, then, no
Yes.
problem.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
So we're going to take a bit of a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Found the sound 98.9.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. And I lime it at the beach on the town. Shirley biscuits always feel like home.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
Flow customers, unlock big prepaid rewards every time you activate a prepaid plan. Activate a 7-day plan or higher and earn points towards your rewards. Activate again, earn even more points. Activate next week, well, you get the picture. The more you activate, the more extra data and prizes you earn. Get in on the big prepaid rewards. Dial *129 # or visit topupflow.com to activate a prepaid plan today.
Save your quarters and save your dollars. You could just protect.
Parents and guardians, it's time to secure your child's success. Enroll them in Aspire and unlock amazing benefits. $500 in cash savings, $500 in investment shares, and life-changing financial education to teach budgeting, saving, and investing. Don't wait. Sign up your child or ward for Aspire today and give them the tools to achieve greatness. Visit aspire.gov.kn for more information.
Supplegen is giving away 3 unforgettable shopping sprees valued at $1,200 each. Just shop and win. Spend $12 or more on Supplegen products at your favorite supermarket. Write your name and contact on the back of the bill and place them into the Supplegen entry form boxes. Enter as many times as you like. Promotion runs from April 1st to May 31st. Supplegen boosts you up.
Building supplies, electrical supplies, furniture, appliances, carpets and tiles. It's the company where you can get it all. All at TDC, home and building depot. From lawn and garden, the TVs and stereos. All at TDC, home and building depot. Come on down, get what you're looking for. It's all at TDC, home and building depot.
More than 42 million cars from 19 different car companies are being recalled for faulty airbag inflators. Repairs are fast, easy, and free. The problem isn't with the airbag, it's with the airbag inflator. Because the inflator can rupture, shooting shrapnel through the airbag, which can cause serious injury or even death. Don't risk it, fix it.
Please contact TDC Automotive Division to find out if your Toyota vehicle is affected by the Takata airbag recall. Visit or call us at 465-2511 in St. Kitts or 469-5430 in Nevis.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
And we're back on Island Tea, and with us in studio we have Skylar and we have Kyler.
Right.
Oh my God, why am I putting an S on the gentleman's name? Kyler Sutton and Dominic. Dominic, I can't remember your last name today.
Sutton.
You're not Sutton. Kyler doesn't want to be related to you. Oh my gosh. Both gentlemen are here from TDC, and today's topic is the TDC summer loan. And y'all, Dominic brought a whole jet into the studio this morning. I guess he's telling you to take your loan to take flight. Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
I don't know why I entertain you. So take it away, Dominic.
Okay, so it's summer, and
Mhm.
of course we recognize it's that time for vacation.
Mhm.
And for persons who are looking for the cash to go on vacation, the plane has landed
Mm-hmm.
at Island T.
But-
the plane has landed at Island T.
Yeah, so we're taking off.
You're taking off the plane.
Yeah,
And we're
all right.
providing the financial resources for you to take that much needed summer vacation.
Mhm.
So we're here to tell you about our summer loan promotion at the TDC Financial Services. And Kyla and I are here to tell you how to not just land the plane, but take off in the plane, or if it's a cruise, or if it's home renovations, or it's something else. That's why we're here to tell you about our summer loan. So I'll let Kyla tell you a bit more about the summer.
Yeah, Kyla, not Skylar.
Right,
Jesus.
let's
Skylar.
let's land. Let's reach to the terminal with this.
Ooh.
Skylar is.
No. Kyla, do your thing.
Right, so up to $65,000 you can borrow from TDC Financial Services for this summer loan. Who's it for? Dominic kind of already mentioned it. For parents who wants to take that family vacation, for anyone who wants to take a vacation, preparing for back to school and you need some extra funds. If you're doing some home renovation, if you want to buy a vehicle, if anything that you can think of, you can go to TDC Financial Services and get up to $65,000 for any of your summer needs.
Is it unsecured or secured?
It is unsecured. It is unsecured.
Up to 65,000
unsecured.
Up
yes.
to.
Up to.
So you're not guaranteed.
So from $100 to $1 to 65,000.
Okay, all right, got you.
Well, you can't borrow $1.
But Dominic, he just always got to make it dramatic.
Up to.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We also want to remind persons that yes, it is hurricane season. We also want to remind persons that it is hurricane season, and if you're looking for opportunities to fix your roof, do some repairs, make those necessary, patch those holes and so on, the loan can be used for that as well. And we want to make sure that you stay safe during the hurricane season. That's why the loan is seize the day. So we're trying to seize it. I think that's the name of the promotion.
Yes, seize the day.
So it's a pun on both seize and seize. So for persons who want to have the access to the funds to do repairs for hurricane season before it gets even more active, this is an opportunity for you to also get some much needed cash to carry over. For consolidation, of course, we recognize some persons need consolidation as well. This is another opportunity. So while it's summer, it's an opportunity for you to have access to the cash so that you could have that peace of mind, that you really deserve. Everybody wants to worry about cash and so on. You get a loan.
I swear, that's our biggest worry.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that we provide an opportunity. And the staff is friendly. We want to remind persons where the offices are. We're located on Central Street in Bastia, opposite the Norwich Church. And in Nevis, we're located in the historic Longstone building in Main Street, Charlestown. So you can go in and speak to one of our associates, and they'll be more than happy to tell you how to get the loan so that you could get that peace of mind. And hey, who knows, maybe travel on air or travel on sea.
On Miami Air, Dominic?
Well, I'm not sure which one, but there are a lot of different carriers, so you could choose one. But we've landed today, so we want to make persons aware that we do have that loan. It's also again for back to school, like Kyla mentioned, for persons who might be going off to CFBC. They need that extra support for persons who are going into a new class, starting a new school,
university.
There you go.
There you go.
Kyla on the ball. So yeah, those are opportunities for. Right. He just graduated actually.
Yeah, we'll hold off on that for a little while.
Recent grad. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I hope I guess he landed.
Dominic, just don't. Oh boy. Okay, gentlemen, anything else to add?
Just to, if you have any questions about the loan, you can always call us at 465-6516 in St. Kitts and 469-0054 in Nevis. You can also message us on Facebook, TDC Financial Services, on Instagram at TDC Group. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions.
What about WhatsApp? Because Dominic always talks about WhatsApp. Can we get you on WhatsApp? Can we message you on WhatsApp to ask you a question about the loan?
Not at this moment,
Okay.
but we could work into getting that.
Okay, no problem.
But not at this moment.
Okay.
Just Facebook and Instagram. for now.
Okay, no problem. The
So-
Mighty D.
Yeah, so I think he said it. So we want to make sure. Kyla, how long was the loan period last for? We didn't say.
Oh, right, we didn't say.
Yeah, we
Up
didn't say.
until September 30th.
Okay, September 30th, not September 31st.
No,
September
no,
30th.
not September 31st.
Just
30 days of September, April, June, and November. Come on,
Just
man.
graduated. How could you?
I was just making sure. I was just making sure. I was just making sure. So the loan goes up until that time. So for persons who are wondering if it's gonna finish tomorrow or this afternoon or next week, it goes right up until the 30th of September. So for persons who still want to take the opportunity to get the loan, get the finances, we're going to have this promotion until September 30.
Yes, as long as you apply before September 30th, you're gonna.
Oh, so you must apply before September.
Right.
30th.
Before the deadline.
Kyla, here's a question for you. What, for persons who don't want to call, what do they need to bring with them to secure the loan if the loan can be there?
So just a few things. You need to bring 2 IDs, of course. You need to bring
What 2 IDs? Can they be just my regular IDs? Do they have to be government IDs?
two government photo IDs. Okay. So your license and a passport, your license and your voter's ID, your license and Social Security. There we go.
National ID.
National ID, right.
Can pass as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Once they're valid government.
Valid government.
Yeah, they could be expired. I mean, some people don't check. Yeah,
exactly.
You don't check.
Yeah. So two valid government IDs.
Right. A proof of address up to the last 3 months. 2 pay slips if you're paid bi-weekly or 1 if you're paid monthly. Did I miss anything, Dominic?
I don't think so.
No, I did miss something. I definitely did miss.
you
Bank
missed?
statement.
Okay, bank statement. I was coming to that, yeah.
But you just told me you didn't say.
It just hit me when he said,
Okay.
So
Go
bank
ahead.
statement.
Go ahead.
Right, bank statement and a reason for the loan. So a document, whether if you have a quote from, if you're buying a vehicle, you have a quote from the vehicle supplier, or if you have, if you're traveling and you have a quote from the airlines or the
agency.
The agency. So it has to be some type of document that we can, refer back to.
So if you're doing the repairs, you get it from your contractor.
Right.
That kind of thing. Yeah. I like that you're taking notes. Would you like us to book an appointment for you today?
Oh, and a job letter. That's another thing I was forgetting. A job letter.
Job letter. Okay, so we're gonna go through the list.
Let's
quite a
go
list.
over that list again.
Let's go over the list. So we have a bank statement. We have proof of address. We have.
She's making notes.
She missed the proof of address.
Yeah, she's making notes.
So it's I think it's about 5 items: bank letter, proof of address, pay slip, ID.
Wait, we're mixing you up. You say a bank statement.
Bank statement. Right.
2 valid.
Two valid IDs.
Right.
Government IDs.
Right. Proof of address.
Right.
Reason for the loan.
Reason for the loan.
Right.
And pay
201.
slips. Yes, pay slips 201.
If you buy monthly or
sure
weekly.
you have a job.
Yes, and a job letter.
Okay.
Yes.
So
You must be
1, 2, 3,
4,
4, 5, 6.
right.
6.
You must be employed for a minimum of 2 years to get the loan. However, for people with businesses, you can still come in and have a talk with us. We can still accommodate. As long as you bring your business license, we can accommodate.
So entrepreneurs can take advantage of the summer loan.
Right.
Yeah, those caterers, beauticians. Yeah, interesting.
All of the above.
Yeah, interesting. Barbers, tray sellers. You never could tell. They might want to level up from a lap tray to a mobile tray. So
or get your own space. Get your own space in town.
There you go. Yeah, maybe a bicycle one. I don't know. As a child, they had these bicycle ones with you had a bike attached to it, and the front was actually the cat.
Like the Ice Batman?
Yes.
The Ice Batman,
yeah. See? Yeah. So who knows? Maybe that's an opportunity for one of those entrepreneurs out there who are listening to bring back the cat. Level up.
Level up.
Yeah, level up.
From a cat to a car?
But that too, but...
Listen, the two of you put together, you're hanging on too much.
I'll let him come on his own next time. Next time, I'll let him come on his own.
Oh, gosh.
So as we wind up, gentlemen, just remind our listening audience of the promotion and the 6 items that they have to bring in to ensure that they
Okay.
Can be considered.
So our summer loan, TDC Financial Services summer loan, up to you can get up to $65,000. It goes up until September the 30th. Just a few items that you need. I'm sure you can get this in like a day or two. Bank statement, 2 government valid IDs, a reason for the loan, pay slip, a job letter, proof of address, and of course you must be employed for a minimum of 2 years. Or if you're self-employed, please to bring your business license as well. Not too much, just a few items. Yeah. That's all.
Kyla, make me want to get alone now.
But you couldn't get alone.
Kyla, make me want to get alone.
Dominic, do you have anything to say before we close off, please?
Yes. Be sure to seize the day with TDC Financial Services summer loan promotion. Right. And the plane has taken off.
It's taking off.
You on board?
No. I'm the captain. I'm the captain that's on the ground. This is just, I'm not on board this one.
I'm not on board that.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Seize the day with a summer loan from TDC Financial Services. Whether it's vacation, home upgrades, back to school prep, or even a little treat for yourself, borrow up to $65,000 unsecured with low rates and flexible terms. Apply today at TDC Financial Services, Central Street, St. Kitts, or Main Street, Charlestown, Nevis. Don't miss the sunshine. Let your summer plans sail smoothly with TDC Financial Services, where money is made easy.
Welcome to Island Tea.
St. Kitts and Nevis, it's time to celebrate! We're raising our glasses and saying cheers to 20 years as your trusted telecommunications provider. And because we love our amazing customers, we're giving you the chance to win. Every week, we've got exciting prizes just for you. And that's not all. Step into a cash vault for a shot at $2,000 in cash. To qualify, switch to Digicel, activate a 3-day plan or higher, pay your bill in full, sign up for postpaid or a new Digicel Plus internet package. Stay connected, keep enjoying the best service, and get ready to win. 20 years strong, and we're just getting started. Visit a Digicel retail store today. Got itchy palms? That's a sign. Money could be coming your way with Scratch and Win from Caribbean Lottery. It's the easiest way to win instantly. No waiting, no fuss. With tickets starting from just $2 up to $20. Win over $35 million in prizes. The higher the price, the bigger the prize. So scratch today for your chance to win up to $200,000. Available at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 years and older to play.
CariFesta is connections, community, and unity. It is understanding each other without saying a word. Separated by water, united in purpose. One voice, one story, one song. CariFesta is we thing. Come for CariFesta 15 in Barbados. Book your stay now at visitbarbados.org/CariFesta.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
And And we're back on Island T. And Quint, I don't know if your caller want to call to continue the conversation she was having with you.
Yeah, to the caller, you can call back.
Yeah, but
bearing in, yes, we seem to have her. Bearing
Okay.
in mind that 10 minutes to the next hour, we're going to
Close out the show, yeah.
Good day, caller.
Yes, it's me. Let me say this thing quickly. Yet, in terms of the contradiction. Now, based on what I said, with the Old Testament
Yes.
and reasons for divorce. Now, what your caller was saying, and I am not in this back and forth with this thing with anyone, okay? But let me just make this clear. Based on what the caller mentioned, the disciples of Jesus went and asked Jesus, said to him, you know, it is said that when man and woman get married, the man actually should leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. Right? So they ask the question then, if what God put together, let no man put asunder, why then did Moses give a bill of divorcement? Right? And according to the New Testament, it is said that Jesus said to the disciples that Moses gave a bill of the divorcement because of the hardness of your hearts. Okay? He allowed you to have that. But from the beginning, it was not so. That from the beginning, it was not so. What does that mean?
You know?
Now, my understanding is it had nothing to do with the divorce. Go back up and just talk about the hardness. Because in the beginning, God is the one who gave a wife to a man, or a husband to a woman. So when he joined them, he knew what he was doing. So there was no need for any divorce, yes. But over time, people strayed away from the laws of God. We saw that in the old Bible, and we're going based on what the Bible is saying. I'm not discussing whether it is true or not at this point.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there was no need for all of that. But over time, when man stepped away from God, they started doing what they want to do and all that kind of thing. Now, there were divorce up to that point was as a result of sexual sins. But then after a while, man started to do as they like. So, okay, the law was there. Let me see if I can find a way around it and whatsoever. So they started divorcing for the least things. So if you marry a woman today and you feel like, oh, she doesn't please me in bed, I see somebody else down the road, and to me, she looks more sexy. I'm going to put away my wife.
Yeah.
You're with me? You're there still?
Yeah, we're listening to you.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm going to put away my wife. So that is where the hardness of man had come in. Every whim and fussy, every little, they put away their wife.
Yeah.
Right? So it is now said that Jesus is saying, right, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, commits adultery. The onus here is on the man, not the woman. Right? If he goes and he marry another for any and any kind of reason except fornication, that fornication there is another something else, right? Because again, my interpretation of it from the Bible is different to how they have fornication today.
Yeah.
Okay? He commits adultery. Now, let's go to when some men brought a woman to Jesus and said she was caught in adultery.
Yep.
All of the men there had their hands raised with the stone, ready to stone her. Because that was the punishment in the Old Testament. Both shall be carried out and be stoned to death. And when they said what they said to Jesus, Jesus said, who is without sin, cast the first stone. Okay? Every one of them put their hand down, they walked away. Jesus, meanwhile he was there, they said he was writing on the ground. When he looked up, he saw nobody. He asked the lady, woman, where is thine accuser?
Yep.
And she said, Lord, I have none.
Yep, they're all gone.
Now, you see, what I just said here, based on what I say and based on what the caller said, you can see there are contradictions.
Yes.
There are contradictions, right? So, if adultery is really what it is, then the man mainly is the adulterer. The onus is not so much on the woman. Yes, even though when Jesus said to them about what Moses did with the bill of divorcement. And he said also, that the woman also.
Hello?
Well, the onus is really on the man.
Okay.
Well,
Whoever you go and commit that.
caller, I'm gonna kind of strengthen that point. When Adam and Eve were in the garden, and they were told not to eat the fruit, everybody is blaming Eve. A lot of men blame Eve, but Eve didn't force Adam to eat the fruit. All she did was give him the fruit. Adam was the man, he was there before. If we're following the premise of how the double standard, where one time you said the man is supposed to lead and the next time it's the onus is on the woman, she gave him the fruit. Adam bit into the fruit of his own will. So how then can you blame the woman and say she made Adam eat the fruit when he was supposed to be the leader and the fruit? He reneged on his responsibility as a man.
Quint, it's a pop out.
Yes.
And that is the excuse that males use to justify their ill behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yep.
That is justification for what they are doing. They don't want to hold themselves and their peers responsible. And you are correct.
Yeah.
The commandment was given, and he was the one who was held in charge. So if she went and gave to him, he ate of his own volition.
Yeah, his own will.
But then again, the Bible says when God came down and cut out a lot of it, and then, he started demanding answers, right? It's him. It's Adam he dealt with,
Yeah.
He didn't deal with the woman. It's Adam he held accountable because Adam is the one who gave the instructions. But this is to just say how people just twist things. Society just twists things to suit themselves.
Yeah.
When it refers to them, they justify it. When it doesn't refer to them, they condemn it.
Yeah.
Right? No. It was all right for a man to just do as he liked and run around with all kind of women. Oh, he was the Dan.
Yeah.
He's the top shutter.
Yeah.
Oh, you a bullcock and whatever. It was okay then. But now, the women are doing it. Look at how a lot of these men now coming down and condemning the women, cursing the women, everything. But she learned from him.
She learned from him.
She learned from him. The women learn from the men.
And then again,
Because
remember...
when men run around, who do men run around with? Aren't they females?
Yes.
So if a woman is burnt once and whatsoever, of course, don't you think this is going to turn back around to him?
Yeah.
The Bible says whatsoever a man sows is what he's going to reap.
Yeah.
But then they turn around and they start to blame the women. And at the same time, these men who blaming, they're still continuing doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
Nobody is holding the males accountable. When I say nobody, I mean generally speaking, societal-wise. You have the few who will. But males behave the way they behave because society accepts it.
Yes.
They do it and they get away. And even those who are supposed to uphold the law, they are doing the same thing. They're breaking the law.
Yeah. Okay, caller.
Because it is a patriarchal society.
Yes, yeah. Caller, we have another program coming up. Thanks for your input, and
Thank
always
you as
feel
usual.
free to indulge. Yeah, but look, men must expect this. Women are going to test men.
All the time.
Now, if women test us and we fail, we can't blame the women, because most time women are testing you to see if you are the man, if you're going to hold up to your responsibility as the leader.
Yep.
If you fail, blame yourself. Let us blame ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody else but you.
Yeah.
And with that note said, we close it out for today. Thank you for tuning in for the entire week.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Remember, drive safely. No one St. Kitts is far. You're expected home alive.
Yeah.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.